In international trade, we usually think there are two parties at the table, you and your partner. But if you're dealing with China starting March 2026, there's a third, invisible seat at that table. The Chinese government just codified their right to pull the plug on your deal whenever they see fit. Hi, I'm Yokyung Jin. Today, we're breaking down the 2025 amendment to China's foreign trade law. It's not just a wording change, it's a paradigm shift. For years, we knew China's trade was influenced by policy. If Beijing wanted to restrict something, they used administrative guidelines or interpretations. It was a bit like a gentleman's agreement, except without the gentleman. But as of March 2026, they've stopped pretending. The new law explicitly grants the state the power to restrict exports, adjust imports, or block transactions entirely based on national security or economic stability. Here's the kick. Before, the risk was your partner breaking the contract. Now, the biggest risk is the law itself making your contract illegal overnight. In China, national interest is the ultimate wildcard that beats any legal ace you think you have in your hand. The amendment also highlights growth sectors, digital trade, IT services, and green energy. On the surface, it sounds like an invitation. Come and invest. But in the Chinese market, growth industry is often a code word for under surveillance. China is aligning with international standards, yes, but they've added a massive disclaimer. Except when we don't. They will follow global rules until those rules clash with their sovereign interests. It's a game of international rules with Chinese characteristics. So if you're a Korean or global firm, what do? You need to China-proof your contracts. Look beyond price and delivery. You need to ask, what happens if the Chinese government says no tomorrow? Redefine force majeure. Does your contract treat a sudden change in Chinese trade policy as an act of God or a breach of contract? Who bears the cost? Exit strategies. If you are in tech or data, you are in the crosshairs. You need a clear roadmap for how to pivot if the regulatory wind changes. China is no longer viewing foreign trade as just business, it's state strategy. If you're still using a 2020 mindset for a 2026 reality, you're already behind. The rules have changed. Make sure your contracts change with them. If you need help navigating these new legal waters, feel free to reach out. Thanks for watching. Stay sharp and stay protected.